So, red lipstick. And before the reveal, please excuse my British accent or lack thereof. I did practice using a British accent for this, but it always turned to Emma Watson, and I felt it would be better to get the vibe and energy of Peggy much more than doing a bad British accent. To the reveal.
Hey Peg, come here, I want to show you something.
What? What is it?
I've been working on a time machine.
A what?
Yeah, tests have been going great with fruits and then mice and dogs and other stuff, but I need a human test subject now. And I thought you might be interested since...
You're serious?
Well, yeah, as the dad, which is why I thought you might want to be part of this. You do want to be part of this, right?
Then does that mean that I could see him?
That's the hope. Now, we're going to have to calibrate some things before...
I'm going, now. Let's go. How does this thing work?
Now, hold on, Peggy. I need to know I have volunteer before I could...
Howard, you have made this offer to me, and now you must carry through with it. Let's go.
Alright, one sec. Okay, that should be it. What day am I sending you back to?
June 22nd, 1943.
Really? Off the top of your head?
Yes, now let's get moving.
Okay, thought you'd be eager, but jeez. Here, throw this for me, so the machine can track you and I can bring you back. Do not remove that, or you won't be coming back and all the fabric of time could be torn apart.
Howard, what is the symbol?
Oh, that's from a time-traveling buddy of mine. Don't worry about it. Ready? 3, 2... Oh, shit!
Howard? What is happening out there? Where am I? When am I? Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Every single thing he said is a lie.
This man is a criminal.
Or molesting a woman in public.
For the first time, a sitting or former U.S. president has been sentenced on criminal charges. Trump won't go to prison, and he won't face any lesser fine or penalty.
They cannot believe what happened to the United States of America. We're no longer respected. They don't like us. They think we're very stupid people.
Veterans are a hell of a lot better off since they passed the PACT Act. 1 million of them now have insurance, and their families have it. World War I cemetery he refused to go to. He was standing with his 4-star general, and he told me, he said, I don't want to go in there because they're a bunch of losers and suckers.
A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in, they're eating the cats. She doesn't have a plan. She copied Biden's plan, and it's like 4 sentences, like run, spot, run.
And the cost of housing is too expensive for far too many people, which is the largest child tax credit that we have given in a long time. My opponent, on the other hand, his plan is to do what he has done before, which is to provide a tax cut for billionaires and big corporations.
We have inflation like very few people have ever seen before, probably the worst in our nation's history.
There are Trump abortion bans. His former national security advisor has said he is dangerous and unfit. His former Secretary of Defense has said the nation, the republic, would never survive another Trump term. This is someone who has openly said he would terminate, I'm quoting, terminate the Constitution of the United States. It is well known that he admires dictators, wants to be a dictator on day one, according to himself, and that is why so many military leaders who you have worked with have told me you are a disgrace.
The Fox News Decision Desk can now officially project that Donald Trump will become the 47th President of the United States.
Come on, baby, work for me here. I need to get her back. Steve will come back from the dead just to kill me if I don't get her back.
Who voted for Trump, and he is now in tears on camera because ICE just detained a third of his staff.
Saturday, Trump had this, his much-anticipated stupid Sweet 16, disguised as a tribute to the U.S. Army. It was basically a $50 million version of when a 5-year-old shows you every car in his Hot Wheels collection.
Trump voters who are realizing that Donald Trump only is looking out for himself. Interviews with Trump voters who said that they are going to lose their health care because of the legislation that Donald Trump and Republicans have passed.
Now the state plans to file a lawsuit against President Trump's administration for deploying the National Guard to confront protesters. However, the president says he's now mobilizing about 700 Marines until more National Guard troops arrive.
Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Come on, just a little more. Yes!
Whoa. I'm back. I'm back. Howard, we have to stop them. We have to stop this from ever happening.
Stop. What? Peg.
In 2024, they re-elect an absolutely horrid man who they already know doesn't keep his promises.
12 New York jurors unanimously agreed that former President Donald Trump falsified business records to conceal a hush money payment, influencing the 2016 presidential election.
He starts destroying the states, which starts affecting the whole world. And other countries are warned to avoid the states at all costs because it's not safe. By 2025, he's taken medical funding away from mothers and children.
Pregnant women who want to carry a pregnancy to term, suffering from a miscarriage, being denied care in an emergency room because the healthcare providers are afraid they might go to jail, and she's bleeding out in a car in the parking lot.
It would kill millions of people in this country if they lose their health care.
The funding for important medical care and research has been removed, as well as the crisis aid for all states. He created tariffs so it's difficult to get anything imported, but then he's deporting all of the workers so you can't even get any food, leaving the states to starve. Everyday people are getting kidnapped off the streets by the government, and then they're treated like criminals and deported without due process.
The men are Nicaraguan, no criminal record, valid work permits, asylum claims pending. They've done everything right. But that didn't stop ICE. And deport as many people as possible, no matter the context. Trump said, oh, we're going to be going after the hardened criminals. But they're just doing raids across the country.
The economy's tanking. Every single business doesn't have enough employees, but then again, every business doesn't have enough money to hire more employees. Therefore, no one can find a job. And yet, this president has them join a war that they had no place being in. There's also the attempt to completely forget about the separation between church and state. Women may completely lose their right to vote, based on some rule about your last name needing to match your birth certificate, and this, as well as other changes, are just an attempt to attack minorities.
Education, huge.
Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, veterans' rights. Everything. LGBTQ
all
community.
Yes.
Everybody's threatened, and this is not the America I love. What happened to our ideals?
This president of 2025 has even started controlling the performing arts by banning anything mildly suggestive or political. And this is only in one theater, but that could easily spread. What's the point of having freedom of speech if the president won't even allow it? The American people had protests of his treatment against them, and he sent in troops to disperse them and frighten them. Again and again, basic rights are being removed. It's absolute chaos, and it has to be stopped. We have to tell...
Tell who? Peg, you, Jarvis, and I are the only ones who know about this machine, and we can't let anyone else...
Wait. It wouldn't matter who I tell. Anyone in power now would be perfectly fine with this situation. The America being created in 2025 is an America for the rich white man. They get to sit on their asses and just continue to make more money and gain more power when there are all the little people that they're stomping into the dirt, and especially so if they fight back. This is not the America that Steve wanted. He wanted us to become better.
I will not tolerate, I will not allow any talk of the necessity of necessary evil. I've spent my life on that line, and every time I've seen someone cross it, death and horror and shame was what followed. So I refuse to entertain it. I don't like bullies, don't care where they come from. A single individual who has the right heart, the right mind, that is consumed with a single purpose, that one man can win a war. The world must never again make the fatal error of mistaking compassion for weakness. It's tempting to want to live in the past. It's familiar, it's comfortable, but it's where fossils come from.
This is not the America that I fought for!
So, what do we do? That's still decades in the future. Things could change from now. Even just you being there might change things.
But how do we know? How can we fix this downward spiral that America is being sent into?
We do our best with what we have now. Stand up for what's right. We fight for our freedom. That's what Steve would have done, right? Lead by example and allow others to follow.
The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for, but hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright. As long as we never give up, and as long as we keep fighting.
I suppose you're right.
Of course I am. What, nothing else to say?
Yes, one more thing. Where the fuck is Captain America when you need him?
Even when the whole world is telling you to move, it is your duty to plant yourself like a tree and look them in the eye and say, no, you move. I know I'm asking a lot, but the price of freedom is high. It always has been, and it's a price I'm willing to pay. If I'm the only one, then so be it. But I'm willing to bet I'm not.